Greg Olsen. It is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
I mean, you talk about a career resurgence. In his time in Tampa Bay, I mean, think back, Mike, former #1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy, and then the Cleveland Browns, the team that drafted him, they pretty much said, you know what, we're going to move on without you, and it took Baker Mayfield a little time to find where that next home that believed in him, and since he landed in Tampa Bay, he has taken the opportunity and run with it. Back-to-back Pro Bowl appearances, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns. If he continues to cut back on the interceptions, he's going to continue to take this Buccaneers team into the playoffs, because that's really all he's ever done.
Right back to Irving. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a terrific run. They finally bring him down at the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. Pickup of 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down throw for Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Irving, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Christian Roseboom gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw. Swing this one out to White. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Cuba Hubbard. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Dowdle. He'll take this down inside the 30. Levante David doing his work on defense.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. From the gun, it's Young. Flush to his right. There he goes again.
A gain of 6. That's good.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 29-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Bucs have the early lead and will return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
17.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Now a screen set up for Dowdle. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Panthers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
It's Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage. And he knocks it away.
J.C. Horn.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Leggett in motion. A second down throw for Young. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And the Panthers.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Now Dowdle. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Young. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 2nd down, Baker. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. That's Ibuka in motion. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 6.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten.
Mayfield's pass complete to Cade Otten. It's a gain of 7.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
One final throw before the break, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway.
Chase McLaughlin.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Young. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
15 yards.
A gain there of 15. It's a Carolina first down.
1st and 10.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Panthers first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL? And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 5. To throw, Young. He'll step up and run this. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
That's good for our Panthers. First down. 1st and 10.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in right side by Lee Getz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Young. He'll try to run for it. And he's in! Bryce Young. Touchdown, Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And that right there is how you regain momentum. You just gave up the lead, but now here comes a huge boost by your special teams. Just an excellent return. Going to set them up with great starting position on this next drive.
The Buccaneers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to pick this away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Leggett in motion. On 2nd down, Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch.
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Irving. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll run with Irving. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll They'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Irving.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and inches.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he will score! Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the two-point conversion.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Well, the Jets sweep to try to pick it up, and he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. Pass taken in by Dowdle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
At the 49-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs' 47-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On play action, Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That one working up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they